The time is now. The champion, Echo, is standing by, and the challenger is getting ready, preparing for his biggest battle yet. It will be Invasion and Echo for the Rainbow Six Siege Championship on the line a bit later on. Hello again, everybody. I'm Major Matt, joined by my colleague, as always, T-Time, joining us here on Rainbow Six Siege. T, can you feel the energy in the air as we're getting set for this championship matchup?
Yeah, I can, Adrian. It's great to be back after I just got that brutal attack, but I'm back and I'm ready to call this action.
Yeah, you were attacked last Saturday, which I was gonna ask you about, but I guess we'll talk about that later on as we're kicking off Rainbow Six Siege with a 2-on-2 to kick off the broadcast here. It's gonna be Rat and Zeus teamed up with Animal Guy and Kidji for 5 and able to kill represented the blue team. 2-on-2 action here tonight, again on a championship evening, which tonight we'll be seeing who's going to walk out of here as the Rainbow Six Siege champion. And I told you this beforehand, it is all about the energy here tonight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be exciting, amazing. It's gonna be awesome to see all these great competitors here tonight on Legacy.
And again, it's all about legacy, making sure that you really do what you can to cement your legacy as one of the best. And of course, in Invasion or Echo, they're going to have the chance to do that later on tonight. But you can see action phases started in the 2-on-2 matchup here tonight. Perhaps maybe at this point in time, Kidji45 and able to kill. They're going to be going inside as fast as possible. And they have a plan in mind, obviously, to knock down the orange team here, T.
Well, kids and Rat and Zeus are very skilled players here on Rainbow, and I'm excited to see these great teams working together.
The thing is, we know that Able to Kill and Kidji45 are very good friends also, so they actually have some great team chemistry tonight that they're going to be using to perhaps maybe take that chemistry and attack and, well, kill off and Rat and Zeus.
And it's about time to see. Let's see who we go. So the best time you do is like you gotta shoot all these cameras if you're the opposite team. Now, if you're the orange team, you're gonna use your drones to scout your opponents.
You got to make sure you do that. Got to optimize as many items as you can, and that's been very, very important. And we said it also so many times before in the past here, T, that it's always going to be important for you to really have the eyes on your back and the back of your head to make sure that you're not going to get attacked by any of these members. As you can see, shots fired already on behalf of the orange team, but to no avail just yet. A little bit of explosion, but Rat and Zeus now standing by, waiting for some sort of attack to happen here, and he's standing by with the pistol in hand, clenched here, waiting for the attack to transpire here in this match.
I'm on the outside here. Seems quiet. Everything is so quiet right now, which is very good. Oh no, Kids G45 just got taken out.
Well, the first victim of the matchup, Rat and Zeus, was the man who knocked out Kidji45 and Able to Kill is all alone in this game. Able to Kill is now standing by also. We know that he's going to have a lot of pressure beginning of the build, but we know it's also a 2-on-1 predicament for Able to Kill, so really leads me to this question here, T. Do you think Able to Kill might have the chance to survive this 2-on-1 predicament?
I don't think, he probably can, but I don't think so.
I think he could. Able to Kill definitely has enough skills to do it, and Able to Kill is going to have to play his cards right. And you can see Able to Kill, though, shooting here, but instead, though, is from behind. One of the orange members understood that. Oh, and he just knocked down Zeus, avenging his own friend Kidji45, the man who knocked down Kidji45 moments ago. Rat and Zeus has been eliminated at the hands of Able to Kill, who's now turning his attention against Animal Guy. And Animal Guy, I guess his debut night on Eon Network, teaming with Rat and Zeus. Now, Animal Guy is a guy that I guess is going to be standing, he's going to be methodical about things here.
The thing is, like, they do see each other. And that's what it did. Orange team did pick it up right there.
And as you take a look at this replay, what a shot there, right into the sternum, knocking down the opponent. Round 2 already coming in. We know for a fact that it's going to be all about making sure that you are focused more than ever before. And we know the orange team, now that they have the first point of the match, I guess perhaps maybe this is going to allow the orange team to pick up the confidence heading into this match.
Yeah, we're going to go into round 2. Let's see. Ooh, we got smoke. You know what?
And also,
I want the smoke.
Well, I mean, after what happened last week with you, there's somebody that is quote-unquote wanting to smoke with you. But nonetheless, as we are awaiting for that championship matchup later on tonight, it is Echo, the champion holder, defending against the #1 contender, Invasion. We heard Invasion last week. Invasion did say that he was ready, that he was prepared, that he has enough skills in his mind to overthrow the champion. And you know what? Seem familiar a bit? That's something that Kai2Crazy got the chance to say, and he was able to defeat Pigtail in Rocket League for the championship, so we'll find out if that's going to be replicated tonight.
What a great match last night with the Rocket League and the championship. That was insane. If you guys haven't seen it, you're in for a treat.
One of the greatest Rocket League matches in the history of Eon Network, and really, perhaps one of the greatest championship matches ever. As you can see, Rat Zeus and Anima, looks like the roles reversed here, T. Now it's going to be KidG45 and able to kill, going to be inside, whereas the orange team, they're going to be outside. Now the action phase has started, so very smart for the orange team to already go after the cameras now.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Go after the cameras. Blue team, use your drones if you have to.
You know, and one of the things about this is that KidG45 and able to kill, again, as I said it before, they're great friends, and they probably played Rainbow Six Siege perhaps in the past many times, but, you know, again, with Rat Zeus and Anima Guy, these two guys are also friends from what I understand, so we don't really know much about this team, but what we could perhaps presume is that these guys might have a lot of hours into Rainbow Six Siege as a team.
No, but I do see Animal Guy is shooting his drones. That's what you need to do, is got your opponents see another drone out there. That's why they're trying to get a good angle.
2 minutes and 5 seconds and counting. Here we go. Rat Zeus making the first move. Already going inside, waiting for any blue member to pop up. You can see now doing a very smart job yet again, trying to use the drone, try to locate the blue members here. The blue members may have actually seen that. As, oh my goodness, able to kill, just got knocked down, and as well as KidG45, the orange team single-handedly just knocked down the blue members. Both of them at the same time.
That was insane. That was insane. That was the shooky crack moment.
Able to kill, and KidG45 getting killed at the hands of Rat Zeus and Anima Guy. But, you know, I think I perhaps maybe speak for everybody here that, again, what a tremendous battle that is taking place here tonight there, T. And that's what Rainbow Six Siege could be all about. And later on tonight, this championship match between Invasion and Echo, they're going to define what Rainbow Six Siege is all about here in Eon.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Six Siege is a fun game, and you know what's good about this is they each have their own characters. You know, they pick their characters, and the thing about it is you gotta learn, you gotta know about these characters and their abilities.
Preparation phase has started, and you're right, each and every single character here in Rainbow Six Siege has an innate ability. They have a unique ability about them which could be used in the game, but be careful, beware, because for every ability, there's a character that can thwart that said ability. So it's going to be up to the players themselves to try to find a good move to thwart that said ability. As we're getting set for round 3 again, orange team now could just be 1 kill away, 1 point away from making it into overtime.
And we almost have action phase, and I'm gonna go ahead and say the orange team might win this one too.
And I would like to correct myself, not overtime, but rather match point. Rat Zeus and Anima Guy clearly could take this into match point up next if they're able to get the round victory, but there's a lot of confidence also with the blue team. They don't even know the definition of quit. Kid and able to kill know exactly what this is all about. They've been in this predicament before. They had a lot of opponents going after them beforehand, and this is going to be like no other. But you know what? You always got to respect the fact that these two kids, they have a lot of confidence in it, and perhaps maybe at this point in time, I can imagine that these guys are going to have all the confidence of the world to try to, well, perhaps actually do what they can to get themselves back into this match.
I was just saying, I was just gonna say I like the gun that KidG45 was using. It looked very powerful. And the drone been deployed right now. We're gonna find out where the opponents are, and I think he found it.
And you're right, you talked about the weapons, however, but it's going to be very important for them to use that weapon wisely, and it's always going to be very important for the players to make sure that they use it at the right time. And you can see here some sort of plan now. You get on a build here, as you can hear the shots in the distance, but no one has been eliminated just yet.
No,
Reloading, cover me.
KG45 is slowly walking up the stairs, trying to get the opponents. He found his opponents. I think he's gonna go in and for attack right now.
We will find out what will transpire here as the match is rolling on. And here we go. 2-on-2 style continues. Able to kill, and KidG45 still very much resilient in there, and they're not going to give up anytime soon. But KidG45, he's getting attacked now at the stairs. KidG45 usually very methodical at times, but it looks like he's not going to be wasting any time. But waiting for one of the Orange members to pop out there, however, to no avail.
Yeah, I heard they said the bomb has been located, so they got to disengage that bomb.
Well, these two teams have to hurry up, though, nonetheless. 54 seconds on the clock, even. You can see here, KidG45 still waiting by for the Orange team member to definitely, well, pop out of nowhere here. Rat and Zeus and Animal Guy. I think these two guys know exactly what they're doing. Oh, my goodness. Able to kill on the other hand. Able to kill, though. Was able to kill. Animal Guy. Rat and Zeus, the only one left. And the Orange team is alone. Meaning that if the Orange team can actually survive this, we're about to find out if he can. Rat and Zeus just knocking down, able to kill. It's on to Rat and Zeus and KidG45, the last two standing for their own respective teams. You can see the time now ticking down, 23 seconds and counting. Can KidG45 somehow manage to actually have this victory, or is it going to be Rat and Zeus to also manage the victory for his Orange team? We're going to find out in just a matter of moments.
Here's the thing, KidG45 is almost out. As you can see, his health is almost out. But here we go. The Orange team won that.
And Rat and Zeus hell-bent in making sure that he was going to win it for his own team as we enter now in a match point. And now the Orange team looking absolutely tremendous in there, but you don't want to discredit the Blue team, as able to kill, and KidG45 still have a lot of great potential to be big players on the Rainbow Six Siege field.
Of course, but we know what happens now is match point, which means the other team, the Blue team, can get the victory. We'll see what happens at match point.
And ladies and gentlemen, again, if you're just joining us live on EO Network, thank you for getting the chance to watch this live. It is the EO Network Championship evening, in which later on tonight, Echo, the champion, will be defending his title against the #1 contender, Invasion. And Invasion is preparing, as I put it, the biggest match in his Rainbow Six Siege career.
You know, I talk about doing homework, all these doing homework, you know, that's what it's come to do. You know, you gotta look at your opponent, you gotta study them, and I think Invasion is going to take that championship here tonight.
Well, we're going to find out. He had about a week, remember that. He had a week to study Echo, and actually more than that, really, but nonetheless, though, he had a lot of time to really watch some tapes and footage and videos to see exactly what Echo was capable of, and perhaps maybe whip up a plan to try to combat that of Echo. That championship match still to come tonight. But this 2-on-2 matchup continues for sure now. And we know for able to kill, and KidG45, their backs are against the wall due to the fact that the Orange team is at 3 points. But due to the fact that we're at match point, remember we said it many times in the past as well, the Blue team here in this case, they are losing, but perhaps they can actually battle back more than ever because something happens, something changes in the minds of the individuals who are competing in a match point, those who are losing. And again, KidG45 and able to kill here are losing at this juncture, but maybe they actually will find enough strength, enough fire, enough resilience, enough desire to fight back and perhaps get a point here.
You know, you wanted to say adrenaline and their soul, which they can get it done.
I was trying to avoid that. I don't know how you like that song. I really don't. I don't get it. I mean, what is so interesting about that song?
It gets you hyped up. It gets you hyped up. It gets you motivated.
Well, I'm more motivated watching this gameplay than listening to that song. KidG45 able to kill, though. Again, their backs are against the wall. At this point in time already now, wasting a little time is KidG45. The Orange team standing at 3 points as opposed to the Blue team. And the Blue team clearly at 0 points. But remember, this is match point, meaning that the Blue team, they might have a lot of confidence building upward now. And I think that one of the reasons why, whenever we reach to match point there, T, one of the reasons why the individuals, or I guess in this case the team that is losing, begins to fight back more than harder than ever before is because they probably realize that they don't have anything to lose anymore, right? So it's sort of that mindset that, hey, you know what? We have nothing to lose, so let's just go for it. And perhaps maybe all bets are off and they go harder than ever before.
I don't know. The Blue team might get this because Animal Guy is losing health right now.
Oh, no. Kill, though, officially eliminated. Kid G45 the only one left in the blue team here. 2-on-1 situation. Kid G45, a lot of pressure beginning to build for him because not only is this a match point matchup, but also he's alone and he's on the ground now. Kid G45 already using the weapons at hand. Oh, and he just knocked down. Animal Guy is down. Animal Guy is down, and Kid G45 has some life left in him. Kid G45 realizing that he was able to knock down Animal Guy, but Rattensu's the only one left, and Rattensu at this point, he's now trying to find Kid G45, a grounded Kid G45, who's now throwing some sort of, I think it was some sort of smoke, some sort of bomb that was able to emit some smoke in the air, perhaps trying to play mind games with Rattensu, who again cannot find the grounded Kid G45. Well, Rattensu just got knocked again for a little bit here. Rattensu and Kid G45, last two standing. Kid G45 managed to kill the man that is still, no! What a shot again to the skull. Kid G45 was close, but the orange team does it.
Wow. Okay, was that a headshot? I think that was a headshot. That was a very flawless victory from the orange team right there.
That was an absolutely incredible show of display from Rattensu and Animal Guy. You can see the MVP, Rattensu, clearly standing tall, basking right into the glory here tonight in this matchup. Flawless victory, as it says there, but you don't want to discredit nothing more but the blue team. Kid G45 and able to kill, in my opinion, again, having a lot of potential down the road to become Rainbow Six Siege legends. But ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it before. It is up for it is time for Invasion to have his biggest match yet. Because coming up next, the championship match, Invasion enters in a battle against the champion holder, HV Echo, who has been champion for quite some time, and much like we saw in Rocket League this past week, is the championship reign of Echo going to end? We will find that answer up next.
Eat.
You really like that song?
It's catchy. I don't. I mean,
it's so
I
you know it
Adrenaline
was okay at first. It
and
was okay at
muscle.
first.
Yeah. I mean, like when you
Invasion,
get
how
to
you
the
doing, man?
when you get to the woe part.
Let me invite Echo here. I was gonna say, I don't know. I used to maybe think the song was okay, but the fans just ruined it. They did.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sorry,
did.
but the fans just they ruined it with the whole
I just
this
like
song
the
that we're talking about.
I just like the woe part. Well,
This song that we're talking about. The song being ruined. Here, Invasion. I'm gonna invite you right now. Kid G45 enable. If you guys want to back out, that's fine.
yeah, just like the.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to spectate, that's fine.
I like the woe part with the pyro going off.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the part that
I don't know.
just. I like.
I just feel as if the fans ruined it in my.
Do you
in my
think
mind.
he should go back to one of his old theme?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think they should just. Oh, it looks like the spectating is a bit filled now. Rattensu and Anima Guy. How do you pronounce that? I'm having trouble. Anoma, a guy. An Omaha guy. Oh, Omaha. Oh, I just. I just realized that's his name. An
What?
Omaha guy. I was saying Anima Guy because I.
Oh.
All right, it's in Omaha, Omaha, Nebraska. I think that's what he was.
Omaha.
I think that's what he's.
Omaha.
Yeah, I think that's his official way of saying his name. It is filled, guys. Kid G45 been able to kill, so if you guys want to watch it on Twitch, you can do so.
You know who I want to see come back? I want to see the Good Brothers.
Aren't they released again?
Yes.
Why
Or
do they keep bringing them back and releasing them and bringing them back? Oh, sorry, Invasion. I think I didn't invite you yet. I could be wrong, but
I don't know why
There
they
you are.
got released.
yeah, they didn't they get released twice beforehand, something like that.
Yeah, they got released twice during Vince McMahon and then once during Triple H.
Something like that. I don't know why they keep bringing them back then. If they're going to release them in the end, it just makes them seem kind of like a waste of time in a way.
They just don't know how to use their wrestlers.
I guess so, but Triple H again, in my mind, isn't really doing much. Able to
No.
kill. Just so you know, I guess like I said, since there's not much room, you're gonna have to back out and just watch it on Twitch if you can, if you would like to spectate what's going on here. So just back out once you get the chance to, if you can hear me.
Oh,
Still shows that you're in here.
it shows that you're still in
Let
the
me see
game.
something. Let me just see something here. Nah, it shows you're in here. Try to exit the game if you can. Yeah, I was gonna say just back out of it and click X. That way it can officially turn off. No. Did he officially close the game? There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Now it worked. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. We saw Kai2 Crazy win the championship on Rocket League. Will that be the fate for Invasion? Up next, will it be duplicated in this absolutely intense championship match? It is HV Echo versus none other than the #1 contender, Invasion. And this is going to be a very, very good one because Invasion did say many times in the past that he has enough what it takes to defeat the big man Echo for the title up for grabs in this championship opportunity matchup for Invasion.
That's why you got WCW, ECW invading WWE. No, we're talking about Invasion, the in-person Invasion that is going to try to take it to Echo in this match, and I'm all for it.
Well, let's talk about the fact this is indeed EO Network's legacy, and that's what it's all about too. The legacy for HV Echo to continue. Echo has become the Rainbow Six Siege champion, which arguably the most dominant Rainbow Six Siege champion we've ever had. In fact, nobody's been able to top him off yet. He's been a champion for over a year. No one's been able to defeat the guy. Will tonight be the night that Invasion, though, however, ends that streak and becomes champion?
We'll never say never because someone did take out Echo and Fortnite champion and reign supreme. Can someone do that again on Rainbow against Echo? I think they can. Let's get it.
But Invasion this time also said it that he feels confident. He said that he has enough, that he really does dig down deep inside tonight, that he will indeed push harder than ever before to defeat Echo and to top the guy to become a champion. And Invasion definitely has the capabilities to do it. I mean, he is #1 contender for a reason.
Well, it's now action phase. Echo is going to go to war.
And that's going to be the intensity in the air for both of these guys. And we know that a lot is on the line for sure. As HV Echo wasting little time already, making sure that he's going to try to locate Invasion. Invasion realizes it's action phase, so he's expecting Echo in just any matter of moment, as the champion has a plan up his sleeves. And we know how slick Echo can be, but for Invasion, perhaps maybe he understands where Echo's been, or at least what Echo's been up to. And again, we talked about it. Invasion had about a week to prepare for this matchup. You got to believe during that week, maybe Invasion was watching some footage, some videos of Echo, seeing what Echo's all about.
And he found him. Echo found his opponent, know what he's doing, and there we go. There we go.
And
Run
the
down
champion
from Echo.
knew. Echo himself was able to raid back in, and he was able to shoot Invasion through the window. With the help of the drone, Echo realized where the #1 contender was at. The contender is down, and we enter into round 2, but it's not over just yet. There's a lot of different rounds left. Invasion can get back into it at any given time, but it's going to be a tough task ahead of him. He is in there with, would you agree, the most legendary Rainbow Six Siege competitor in EO Network's history.
Of course, Echo is very dangerous in Rainbow Six Siege, okay? You gotta be very careful when competing against someone like Echo. Echo is very smart on when he's in focus in this game.
Wise, calculated, and not only that, but also just damn good, honestly. I mean, one of the best we have on Rainbow Six Siege, if not the best. There's a reason why he is the champion. We talked about legacy, and obviously for Echo, it's all about making sure he continues his championship reign. But for Invasion, though, it's time for him to to also rise up. It's time for him to really showcase what he's all about. It's time for Invasion to make sure that he ends up becoming champion. I mean, this is something that Invasion has been dreaming about. This is something that Invasion has been itching for. This is something that Invasion has been talking about as well. He's been talking about this championship victory. I mean, he was talking about the fact that he would love to one day become the champion on Rainbow Six Siege. And if he's able to do that tonight, then Invasion may very well be one of the best ever.
Taking the page out of Echo, yes. Use the drum, just bomb was located.
And now the sides have switched. Invasion's going to be outside, whereas inside, Echo's going to be there. And the champion, again, wasting a little time, but Invasion doing the smart thing already, going after the cameras. He knows what he's doing there.
Yeah, these two know, Invasion have done his homework when he knows about, you know, looking around, trying to get the upper hand against your opponent. That's what he's going to try to do right here.
And that's the thing. I mean, this is the first time that Invasion ever meets someone like Echo. I mean, Invasion has met he's met many other opponents through the years here in EO Network. However, this is the first time that he's ever been in a one-on-one match against Echo. So it's going to be very, very hard for Invasion to get that mindset, to get his mindset going, knowing that Echo's been undefeated on Rainbow Six Siege. You got to believe that's a huge confidence booster for Echo. And in the process, a mind game that is perhaps swirling in the mind of Invasion.
See, Echo is still trying to locate Invasion right here.
And Invasion this time around doing the same thing. For these two guys, they know the title's up for grabs. They do not want to make a mistake. One mistake can lead to their demise. And Invasion knows that it's a few and far between opportunity tonight. A few and far between championship chance for him to get here to this moment, to become #1 contender, and to be in the champions level, to be in the same game as Echo one-on-one, face-to-face.
There we go. We see Invasion with the drone. Good job for Invasion for doing that. They, as you know, they're being quiet right now. They're just being quiet just to feel each other out, but trying to find where each other's at.
And that suspense also building in the air when it's quiet in the game. And I said it before, quietness could also really be a huge factor in a game like this. Could really get into the mind. You don't know where the opponent's at. You might think the opponent could be right behind you. Who knows? You know, Echo joined EO Network back in 2021, has been here for 4 years, has really become one of the best in the network. Where Invasion joined a little over a year ago, and Invasion, I guess, also trying to play some mind games there, T. He just planted the diffuser for a couple of seconds, then he decided not to. But again, that was definitely intentional, perhaps trying to lure Echo in, and that way he could try to find Echo and shoot him down.
Great plan, great mind games going for Invasion.
Well, Invasion's actually... He's playing the smart cards right now. He knows what he's doing. He does not want to rush things, right? Normally, Invasion's very fast at that. But right now, I think Invasion is making sure that he's going to be very methodical about this. You can see already the time is ticking. Trying to find Echo in the distance there.
I think Echo...
Oh, my. Hey, wait a minute now. Once again, plant the diffuser, and he just knocked out the champion. You got to be kidding me. You got to be absolutely kidding me here. The champion... I believe, I'm not quite sure if we actually saw that right or not. I think it was Invasion that got knocked down, I should say. And I think the champion is back in control. He is. It looks like for a split moment, for a moment there, at least from my angle, it looked like Invasion knocked down the champion Echo. But to my dismay, to everyone's shock, it was the other way around.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was real crazy right there. I was looking at Invasion. I thought Invasion may have gotten it, but Echo came out victorious in that one.
That was a close call, and again, that was very smart of Invasion, though. Invasion is really strategic. I mean, again, normally we see Invasion going out. He's really, well, he's dominant in the game like this. He's very rough, the no-say-die attitude like that. But tonight, a different form of Invasion on the other hand. Not really going out fast as possible. Not really going guns and blazing, so to speak. He doesn't want to go out there and try to lure attention to him. He was very slick in there, and he really brought Echo to the end, near the end, with a couple of seconds left of the game.
Well, you know why? That's because he knows how Echo plays. He knows the gameplay that is going to go in this round. And so he will hurry up with the drone. He knows. Ooh.
Action phase has started. But remember, we said it before here, T, that when you're in there with Echo, I mean, it's a really, really hard thing to do, to ever defeat somebody like Echo.
Oh,
I mean, it is. I mean, we haven't seen it happen in over a year. And who's going to stop Echo? And it could be Invasion tonight, but from the looks of things, it looks like Echo is taking control of this matchup, and Echo knows what he's doing in there, too.
If we're gonna be quiet, I think Echo knows exactly what he's doing right now. He's going to try to use that drone to lure, to see where Invasion is.
If he can find him. Bit of a cat and mouse game right now, but Invasion obviously also has a formal plan in mind. Something that perhaps could actually get him the advantage.
And he found him.
Echo's drone. Well, only for a moment. Only for just a moment. You can see the drone in the distance and the champion having some fun in there.
They definitely are playing mind games, Echo is playing a lot of mind games as the drum just went past Invasion.
Trying to find Invasion, also trying to see exactly where Invasion's located at. And Invasion trying to, I should say Echo, the champion, I guess, making no bones about it. He just found Invasion, and oh my goodness, a shot there again. The champion with a complete shot. Take a look at this. And Invasion probably at this point in time in the matchup is asking himself, what do I need to do to put away the champion? What do I have to do? What can I do? Round 4, meaning it's match point.
Which means the other team could get the point, which means in this case, Invasion could get the point. Can Invasion put a stop to Echo in this round?
That's a big can, and not to discredit Invasion, but Echo has been he's been stunning since the get-go of this matchup. He has been very much owning it. And I believe Echo might very well retain the championship here, T.
He might have been, but don't count Invasion out yet because he's been playing a very, very good game of he's trying his hardest to try to get the kill.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be impressed with Invasion there. I mean, even though he hasn't really gotten any kills. I mean, he's really been taking it to Echo thus far, and it's not an easy cakewalk. It's not like Echo is coming in the game and then taking about 10 seconds to knock down the number 1 contender. No, Invasion really is also hanging his own in there.
And in that one match, the one round, it was almost a kill for Invasion. I almost thought that Invasion got that kill. If we had that replay, if we can do that replay again, I would like to see that replay.
Good point there, T. I mean, Invasion was so close at that point as well. During round 2, when it was Invasion's time to knock down Echo, at least it was close for Invasion to do that. As Echo now obviously going to be working on the cameras. Invasion this time, of course, using the drones, going to be raiding inside and trying to find where the champion's located at. But we're going to find out if perhaps maybe the champion Echo is going to dust this Invasion opponent off today at this point in time.
I didn't know what Invasion was using, but he was using some type of gun to mark cameras or something. I don't know what that was.
Not quite too sure exactly, but these guys,
this one.
Well, they're really good at their craft, their team, and sometimes the competitors themselves are able to plot something that really shocks us on our end that we don't know what to do. We don't know what to say, but it's something that could be effective. And now we will check. Oh, look at this.
It
could be the end here.
He spotted him with that camera.
Has retained the title. Echo's championship reign continues as he knocked down Invasion. Flawless victory here. The champion Echo continues his title reign. And Invasion, on the other hand, did a really good job in there. But it was not to be. The champion retains the title.
Did you see that replay? He saw him in that camera. He saw him in the camera. He went out there and he did what he needed to do, and that is shoot him. And that was a very good game by Invasion and Echo.
Well, that's what got him the victory there. But hey, you don't want to discredit Invasion. I mean, Invasion went in there and he thought it was time for him to defeat the big bad Echo. But again, to no avail.
The champ is still here in Echo, and congratulations to Echo, and of course congratulations to Invasion for putting up a good fight here tonight on Rainbow Six Siege.
And you got to wonder, this really begs the question, who in the world can't stop Echo? Is there ever going to be an opponent that's going to rise up to the ranks and become number one contender and dethrone Echo off his championship throne? And that's something that we have yet to answer and we have yet to see. And it's been like that for over a year. Meaning that Echo, again, the dominant force that is Echo, continues as a champion.
Legacy. It's all about legacy.
And obviously the legacy of Echo continues to grow. Well, T, we talked about it in the beginning of the broadcast. You wanted to take some time to talk about what happened last week when you and I were on commentary, and out of nowhere, it seemed that somebody attacked you. And we haven't really received any confirmed reports on who was the perpetrator, who was the one that was responsible for this attack, and you have an announcement to make concerning that.
Yeah, I have an announcement. I mean, that guy wants to try to attack me. I didn't get a good look at his face, but you want to attack me, you coward? You attack me from the behind? Look, I'm right here. Come and get me. If you can. Survive. If I let you.
Who attacked you, I guess, is the burning question, and I can imagine you're not going to stop until you get your answer.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to find who it is, and you know what? They can come back. I want them to come next week. Whoever it is, whoever attacked me, show up next week. If you're not a coward.
An open invitation, perhaps.
Yeah. Let's open a invitation.
Well, will
On
that
Legacy.
individual
On
will
Legacy.
that individual accept that invitation? We shall find out and see. But ladies and gentlemen, what a tremendous game night tonight. It was a great show of display from Invasion, but the champion Echo still at the top and still retains his title, Echo being the best on Rainbow Six Siege. Good night, everybody. From Rainbow Six Siege, I'm Andrew Matt, along with T. We'll catch you next time.
4 letters. 1 word. Oh. Yeet.